So today I'm gonna make one of my favorite dishes that I've never cooked before, Pad Thai. I'm gonna get all the ingredients at H Mart. Grab a basket. See how quick I can make this. Just gonna grab this bag. Probably hella cheap. Grab some tofu. This is like fresh tofu. It's still in the water. That's kind of cool. Do need to get a couple of limes. Looks good. And that one looks good. That looks like a good one. This is not very traditional, I don't think. But I'm gonna get these Thai red peppers because I do want to make it spicy. I wonder if I can freeze these. 5 minutes. I've got palm sugar at home, actually brown sugar. I've got tamarind paste that my sister's gonna let me borrow. Oh, noodles. Forgot about the noodles. Damn, there's a lot of noodles here. Let me look in the dried section. Asian dry noodles. Wow. Okay, look at this. Perfect for the American right there. Exactly what I need. Pad Thai noodles. Gimbap, but pork cutlet gimbap. Yum. 25 bucks. Now I'm gonna head home and cook this. I've been waiting years to cook this. I don't know why I didn't earlier, but finally I was inspired. I'm gonna do chicken because that's what Judy loves and that's what I have. We've got the tofu, we've got the eggs, garlic, peppers, lime for garnish. This is everything I'm putting in the Pad Thai sauce. Tamarind paste, this is concentrate, so I have to be careful. Soy sauce, fish sauce, brown sugar, because normally I think you use palm sugar, but that's what you can substitute with. I'm just using regular avocado oil. And of course, gotta have the noodles. These noodles have been soaking for about 14 minutes and they'll be ready just about when I'm gonna need them. Cilantro for garnish, bean sprouts, and then I'm just using chives. Normally you would use green onions, but that's all I got right now. So I'm using Papa's garlic peanuts because I forgot to buy regular peanuts, but I think this will be really good. This is my first time making it. I love Pad Thai. Sometimes I order it when I'm at a Thai restaurant. In fact, almost every single time. So this will be exciting. Let's see if Judy loves it. Dun, 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 dun. Busy, especially today. The other day, I forgot about it, and my whole life. It's really 11. Oh yeah. So it says to start off by cooking the protein. I'm gonna turn this heat up. With a wok, one of the things that makes a wok unique is it puts heat all the way up the sides of the pan. You cook it on a high heat. So you want your heat on high too. Oil, oh, okay, I gotta add the garlic right away. I am doing minced garlic. I'm gonna put it in this garlic press. Gotta really work fast here because garlic will burn. You really don't want to brown your garlic. That's one thing that's interesting and contradicting about Filipino food is they like to brown their garlic, but almost every other type of cuisine, they don't brown it. Oh shoot, that to me is already starting to get too brown. This is super hot. Let's put this in here right away. Then I'm going to add the tofu cubes and protein of choice. I'm just eyeballing this too, by the way. I wonder if I should have made smaller tofu chunks. The heat is on high now. Now the sauce has a lot of salt in it, but I am going to salt this. One reason why I'm stir frying a lot is because I don't want that garlic to burn, which is already getting way browner than I would like it. Chopping all of them in half. less than bite size, so slightly smaller than the chicken chunks. One thing I forgot to do was chop up these peppers. I am just going to put some oil in here. To make it easy, I'm just going to use scissors, just a little bit, not too many. Next thing it says is to put the eggs in. I've already scrambled them a little bit. I don't know why, but that don't look right to me. Okay, add the soaked and drained noodles to the wok. Pour the prepared sauce over the noodles. And this is on high heat. I know I keep adding some oil. Whenever you're using a wok, it's just appropriate to do that. Honestly, I don't know how many noodles I'm supposed to add in here. I'm just gonna add about this much. There we go. For the sauce, I went easy on the tamarind paste, and I don't know if you noticed, I put in some ketchup for that sweetness. I was thinking it would add a little bit of color. I'm just going easy on the sauce at first. But it did not turn it red because pad thai is typically known to be really red. This is not red at all. I wonder how pad thai gets that red color at a Thai restaurant. I can already tell this is very strong. It smells a lot. I wonder if I used too much of that paste because it was a concentrate. 1 cup of bean sprouts. It does ask for chives. I did not cut these yet. And this is why you gotta have mise en place. Okay, put that in there. Woo! One thing I am going to do though is add a little water because it's looking a little bit dry. Peanuts from the Philippines probably have some kind of MSG, so that's gonna add some nice flavor there. I'm making my mouth water right now. You know what? This might actually turn out pretty good. At first, it was looking, well, one, it's not as red as when you go to the restaurants, which I've heard is probably some kind of food coloring, or definitely ketchup. There's a lot of chicken and tofu. So in the pan, I'm gonna just put that right on top. Got the cilantro, just ripping it off by hand, rough chopping it. Put it on top, just like that. I love cilantro. Then the lime, to make it easier to squeeze, I like cutting off the ends. Does it bother anybody else that I'm cutting right onto the counter? A lot of people do that actually. With these ones, they don't actually affect the surface, which is wild. I have no idea how this is gonna taste. All right, honey.
So good.
This kind of goes perfectly. Raspberry lychee.
This smells delicious. Mmm.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. I was a little bit scared.
You know what? The noodles are undercooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
The noodles, I didn't soak them long enough. I'm gonna give it one more whack because the noodles were just too undercooked. Now I'm still gonna eat those noodles. The kids like the noodles, but Judy, she likes it perfect. So I'm gonna make it perfect for her. And why not? You only live once, and I wanna try again anyways. It's fun for me to practice. So I'm starting off with the sauce. Everybody loved the flavor of the sauce, so I'm not gonna change it too much. One thing I am gonna do though is just maybe add a tiny bit more ketchup. Just a tiny bit more. But it wasn't too sweet, and that's what Judy doesn't like about some pad thais, when it's too sweet. So I'm just mixing in some brown sugar right now. Everything was really good. Oh, I gotta put in some soy sauce. Another thing I forgot to do was salt as I go. I did salt the chicken. I'm gonna salt when I'm adding the vegetables too this time. When I looked up this recipe, the original recipe did not call for ketchup. I added it because the more Americanized version does. And one thing I like about the addition of ketchup is the viscosity of it. It makes it a little bit more thick. I'm hoping that this time the noodles are prepped better. The flavor might be even better too. Oh, also I'm not gonna use the garlic press. I'm just gonna slice up the garlic. So I've got everything ready. Time to cook. Turn it on high heat. So I'm going to actually keep the noodles in the water all the way up until the point when I cook them, because they could actually be even softer than this. The noodles aren't quite soft yet, but I don't know how soft they get without cooking. Definitely softer than when I cooked it the first time, but I don't know if I messed it up by not getting them soaked correctly when I first cooked them. So I'll just put them over here. Got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Getting nice and hot. So a couple things I'm gonna do differently. I'm not mincing the garlic up this time. Keeping it a little more whole. Ah, dang it. Be careful, hot oil. I'm not gonna put as much chicken. I don't know if that's as much or not. Now the pan is even hotter this time. Maybe a tiny bit less. One thing I'm gonna do just to help it go on is gonna crush up the tofu. I'm gonna crush it even more so this time. Lots of salt this time. I'm gonna layer it. The reason I am not mincing the garlic is, look, the garlic's already brown, but it's not gonna burn as easily. I'm going to scramble the eggs on its own a little bit longer this time. Last time I kind of integrated into the meat and tofu. Not gonna do that as quickly at least. Also pre-cut the peppers. Now I'll stir fry. I don't like the way scrambled eggs coats other ingredients like the chicken. I want it to kind of hold its figure, have a more prominent presence versus getting all mixed in. A little bit more oil. At this point, gotta get my glove on because it is hot. I'm gonna steam it for a hot second. Just wanna make sure that it's fully cooked. Okay, now for the sauce. Only thing I did differently was add just slightly more ketchup, but still not too sweet, I would say. I can already see there's a little bit more moisture in there. There we go. Cutting all those noodles up. But yeah, there's definitely way more moisture. It was slightly dry last time. I can already tell the noodles are very much a better texture. Handful of sprouts. Almost all the rest of the chives. The last time I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, not too much. Cilantro right now, right at the end. A little bit of peanuts. You know, the peanuts, I think, add another level of flavor, which is really nice, because not only does it have MSG in there probably, but it also has garlic. They're garlic peanuts, so. Ooh, it's smelling amazing already. Sometimes I like to activate the cilantro a little bit with some heat. It's definitely feeling and looking more like proper pad thai. There we go. A little cilantro. Not too much. Put a lot on for me. Judy can add more if she wants. Lime juice. There you go.
Round two.
Round two.
Yeah, because you know what I noticed about pad thai is the noodles are always so sticky. Like, so sticky that it just
it's not ideal.
is
But this is better, right?
smashed together. Oh yeah, I could already tell. Bomb. It has a good kick to it too. So did you just let the noodles cook in the pot?
I let the steam cook the noodles a little bit. I covered it with a pan
Can I
lid.
put more? I'm gonna put more sprouts.
Oh yeah, go ahead.